Hey everybody, welcome back to more Tales of Berseria. Last time, we got this little guy. We're gonna go talk to, blonde-haired pirate Malak guy, and, off the screen, I blew some cash and picked up some costumes, DLC-wise. We have a few of them here for the various characters. There's nothing for, Rokuro. I think it's mostly females for these. They give you the menagerie costume. this thing, and this one. So we may cycle between those. I kind of like this one's. I like the look of this one. It's neat. Oh, what? I can't upskirt? Good. Keep those fucking freaks out of here. Let's go. It's been a few days since I recorded last, so if I'm a little rusty, that's what's going on. Let's pick up some of these things for the cats. See if we can find this dude. He seems to be pretty deep in here. I mean, that's what happens. It's been an entire day since the last episode. He made a lot of fucking progress, I guess. Let me see. You got some comfreys? Oh man, you know how much I love comfreys. I'm gonna try my best to loot some of this stuff. I think one of the things that they did to make this game feel more next or current generation-y for Tales is they're like, we're gonna add as many shrubs and blades of grass and just patches of that on as possible. Then the frame rate just, it makes me go, man, it's so great, but I'm like, it is just shrubs and a higher frame rate. Then again, I'm not that hard to please. Ooh. That doesn't get past me. You having fun?
So, you've chosen to trust a pirate?
Not for a second. But if you're prepared to lend us the use of your ship and crew until we reach the capital, we'll help you.
I'll agree to those terms. But there's something I should tell you first. I bring ill fortune to all those around me. The Reaper's curse. I could flip this coin 1,000 times and still land on tails. Trying to get through the fort cost the lives of 5 good sailors. If you join up with me, I can't guarantee your safety.
Why would you go out of your way to warn us?
Even demons don't want to meet an unfair death, right? If you still want to come with me, just know the risks.
Works for me. I land on tails, I'll flip it to heads on my own.
Your name?
Velvet. This is number 2.
I'm Rokuro. A pleasure.
Eizen.
You've got a plan of attack, I'm sure. Let's hear it.
To put it bluntly, Vortigern is impregnable. It won't fall to an attack whether by sea or by land.
So, no plan?
Wait, what about both at once?
Exactly. First, we send in the Von Eltia to draw their fleet out of the Narrows. Then we slip inside and open the sea gate ourselves. The Von Eltia will then break away and rush back into the channel. We'll climb aboard and push through.
One slip and we're all as good as dead.
Then don't slip and we're not dead.
Walking with the Reaper, huh?
The plan is already in motion. Let's move. This cave leads to the fortress.
Alright, since he's been formally introduced, that is Eizen, which is a character that existed in Tales of Zestiria, since this is a distant prequel, but luckily, Seraphim, or as this game calls them, the Malak are basically spirit life forms, so they can basically live for a hell of a lot longer than humans. So this can be hundreds, maybe even 1,000 years before that game, and still kind of have these characters present. Eizen is the brother of Edna, one of your main party members in that previous game, and she was the best. No denying this in any way at all. And, as brother, he already has a bunch of brownie points for that. And I like him. He looks cool. And he constantly looks like he's scowling. And he's a pirate. He's got a lot of things working for him. I can't really think of any way that he would screw the pooch, personally.
Look at all these vines. They're too tangled to cut through.
I'm carrying some flint. Just burn through it.
Do you really think this is a good place for us to start a fire?
Normally, no. But we're also demons and malakim. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not exactly normal ourselves.
I like how everything in the game so far is doing evil stuff. Doing stuff that normally a good person wouldn't do. Or definitely stuff that lawful good characters, should never do anything like this. But then you even have stuff like burning wildlife, and they're like, fucking who cares, I really appreciate that. Which has me very interested as to when, I think her name was Eleanor, the character that seems to be a praetor for Artorias, the red-haired one. I'm wondering how the dynamic is going to change when she eventually joins us, as she is in the group shots for the party, so she's clearly in the party. I'm very interested if she is going to be the shoehorned in moral compass for the group, if she's going to be like that, or if she has enough character development for as to why she would jump from what is essentially the good guys, I say in air quotes, to the bad guys. The game has a very good opportunity to, looks can be deceiving. She looks like the kind of person that, along with this group, would just generally be a complete ass, And anytime we're trying to get something done, we end up having to do things in a more difficult manner. If we have to, we gotta go, excuse me, Jesus. We have to go do something, but because it might hurt other people or might be evil looking, we have to do something even longer,
Number
more
two's
drawn
always
out.
that way.
Stop that.
Well, I have to
Calling
say-
him by a number is cruel.
What's Rokuro mean?
Well, son number 6, technically.
Same thing then.
Not even remotely.
Oh no, it's a scorpion!
You alright, kid?
Why didn't you say something? If Eizen hadn't noticed in time, you'd be dead.
Because you ordered me to keep my mouth shut.
That's not what I meant! Why? Why would you do that?
Whoa, take it easy, Velvet.
Let me guess, kid. You were bound by an exorcist? I thought as much. The boy's will has been sealed away. Malakim have individual personalities, just like humans. But exorcists have developed methods to seal those personalities away, so they can use malakim as uncomplaining tools.
Will he always be like this?
Can't say. I've never seen one escape the exorcist before.
I like the controller vibrated when
Listen, kid,
those things
if you're ever
popped
in
out
trouble,
of the ceiling.
Speak up, okay?
If I'm in trouble?
Yeah, if there are problems, fucking say something.
You said exorcists bind Malakim's free will.
Yeah. We've lived in this land a long time, and we're our own folk, just like humans. Only a small portion of humans, those with strong resonance, like the exorcists, were able to perceive our existence.
But the Advent changed that.
Now malakim can be seen by ordinary people. We're being robbed of our free will and made into obedient tools. Humans praise Artorias for providing a miraculous new weapon against demons, but malakim aren't mere objects.
Malakim aren't things?
They are. As far as Artorias is concerned, malakim, demons, and humans are all nothing more than tools. Everything in service to his utopia of reason. That's all anyone is to him. Even my brother.
It's this dark stuff, man. It's real heavy. And then I realize I'm wearing heels in a forest. That's more like a forest cave. Give me... I'm guessing I get some, like, big reward if I get a bunch of them. Because as it stands right now, I'm always disappointed when I open one of those and it's like, give me... You're not giving me anything? Well, fuck you then. How dare you? What do we got? We got some more orbs and an amber fragment. That actually is useful, but for crafting, so upgrading our equipment. Apparently we have a little talkie point up here. Keep thinking they're items. No, it's just like glowing shrooms and stuff. Is that turtles?
Turtles! Turtles!
Are you a turtle demon or something?
No, you got it all wrong. I'm the white turtles. Sorry about spooking you, Zol.
If you're not a demon, then perhaps you're a malak.
Nope, I'm just a plain old turtles. Nothing more and nothing less. I'm sure you guys have lots of questions about me, but for now, I'd appreciate it if you could hold off on them.
Right. Sure, if you insist.
Much obliged.
The turtles are traveling merchants of considerable savvy. Their services could be quite useful for members of the underworld like us.
You don't say. Sounds handy.
You betcha. And at old white turtle shop, we believe the customer's smile is what matters most. That being said, this being where it is, my prices unfortunately might be a little on the high.
Oh no, you're going to give us a bargain.
I'd love to do that, C's. But when you do's business out in remote areas like this, the costs add up and, well...
You're just taking advantage of the situation.
I can't entirely deny that, but...
Then that settles it. You'll do business with us at market prices, and that's final.
We should seal the deal with a smile, too, since it matters so much to him. Like this.
Much obliged!
Sorry. No, none of this. We're gonna charge you more. I love this party. This party's getting real good, guys. I'm becoming a big fan of the dynamic that is being built here. The game is climbing higher and higher.
You sure know how to drive a hard bargain, Velvet.
What else was I supposed to do? Would you rather I devoured him and swiped all his stuff?
You're more frightening than the Reaper.
Still, that Turtles was an interesting guy.
It's a big world, kid. Lot of strange folks out there.
So I'm discovering.
He probably took one look at us and thought the very same thing.
A demon, a malak, and a Reaper. We've got it all.
Ain't that the truth?
It's a nice dynamic, you know, once we shake that child a little bit. Get him a little bit of a personality. Free that stuff out of him.
What are turtles, anyway?
Some sort of turtle men.
Yeah, but what are they?
They are what they are. All you need to know is that they're good at peddling things.
They're probably just called turtles because they wear all those sea turtle shells on their backs. After all, Rokuro means sixth son, and that's what I am.
I was Teresa's second tethered malakim. So I was number 2.
That's a title, not a name.
Huh?
Would someone just give the kid a name already?
A name? For me?
Yeah, can we please give you a name? Because Moloch number 2 is pretty lame. That number 2 is meant for pooping, and I don't want to think of you like that. That's just, no. No, I'm good. Might as well fight something.
Looks like you want to die. Let's go! See this?
Alright, need to get back to how to do this combat properly. I believe it's something like that. Someone gave me a tip that the best way to maximize combos is to do a full combo and then try and finish with the R2. Because then it kind of resets.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
I've also been experimenting how to balance audio, just because editing audio with Tales games is fucking hard. If you're wondering why, it is almost completely because of battles being, like, twice as loud as everything else in the game. So, trying to figure out what sounds good to make my editing better is something that is important. That's why some people may say that game audio sounds a little bit lower than what they would like. Try my best on that. But for me personally, I always try to make sure there's a baseline of if it sounds good to me. So in the end, you know, try to do my best. By this point, whatever you're hearing in probably this session is how the LP's audio as a whole is going to sound. So that's how that's going to be going.
Looks like Ifrid's first mate has a strange superstition.
It's just a habit. Only comes up tails anyway.
What land did that coin come from? I've never seen a coin with a goddess on one side and the Reaper on the other.
Strictly speaking, that's not the Reaper on the back. It's an image of the Demon King, Daus.
Where have I
I'm
heard
sorry,
that name
Daos
before?
is its name.
Martel the goddess, and Daus, the demon king. The Book of Ragnarok, chapter 765. The Battle of Yggdrasil.
Whoa, you're awfully well read. The coin was dug up from some ancient ruins in another land. They called the place Carlin long ago. It's made from soft, ordinary gold, but they had some process to harden the metal and make it resistant to scratches.
Wow, that's a rather rare find then.
Do you like to read books?
Teresa's chamber was full of them, so I spent a lot of time reading. Ragnarok is a record of battles from the Age of Myth. I've read it several times now.
Anyway, coins like that are hard to come by. Where did you get it?
It's a long story.
Never mind then.
So, were you deciding something with that coin toss?
Not anything I can talk about yet.
Oh, I'm sorry for prying.
So, for people who don't know Tales of that much, Daus, or as I call him, Daos, because that sounds really fucking stupid, is, he was the main antagonist of Tales of Phantasia, which was the first of the Tales of games, and that was a game that was intrinsically linked to the Tales of Symphonia games, because they exist in the same thing, and it seems that they just officially linked Tales of Berseria and Tales of Zestiria to the first game in the series by saying, here's a minted coin that is based off those characters and that world. I mean, I think that's interesting. I don't think that necessarily means it's the same world, because I remember something about Daus's world being a moving world that, you know, at least that's what I've seen other people say, like it was like Karlon was this world that, you know, is constantly moving. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is the same world. Then I don't feel like a series like that would do this, because that would make things needlessly complicated.
Come on, really?
And needlessly complicated things are not great. Is there nowhere for me to go? Like, I came down here for the express purpose of progress, but can't say I'm seeing anything here. Is there really no, like, jump-off point? Oh, wait, no, there it is. I also missed that orb, not going back to get it.
There's no guard. Do we just go in?
Wait. This isn't what I expected.
There's a barrier over it?
They changed the security.
You weren't kidding, were you? That scorpion and this barrier, all part of your curse.
You'll be lucky if that's the worst of it.
A direct assault would be a bad idea. What's the plan?
Down the cliff, there should be an entrance used during the fortress's construction. We'll check that.
You did your research.
I had to, didn't I?
Thankfully, every super big stronghold always has a second way in. Because, yeah. This is like the second time we've had to use like a side entrance. I mean, it makes sense, but it's also great that they always forget about them. Yoink. Yoink.
Is that the way in?
This one's actually guarded.
Which means there's no barrier. Let's move, everyone.
Stop. Those guards are...
Careful! They're not what they seem!
What? Oh. Oh. Great, more lizard men.
What kind of curse is this, Eizen?
I warned you, didn't I?
I told you, you can't bitch now. No, that worked. Next up.
You wouldn't expect these guards to carry the demon blight. Is this your curse again?
Probably.
If I'd charged in, that might have turned ugly. Thank you for stopping me.
Don't thank me. He's the one who noticed the danger.
In that case, I'll be counting on you to keep watch. After all, we've got a Reaper with us. Who knows what else we'll find.
Huh?
She's saying it's all right to talk.
Understood. Keeping watch.